Yes, you're most welcome to this video. I'm Mobilo Lawrence, still taking you through the basics of web designing using HTML, CSS, and WordPress. This is day 3, and this is our, I think, fourth video of web designing. Yes, yesterday we had two of them, so we shall have the fourth one. And in this video, I think I should wind up with the theory. Yeah, I think we have been so much into the theory, but then we need to handle some hands-on. So I think in this video, I'm going to be handling all the theory, or some of the other theory that we actually need to know, and we shall introduce HTML as a language. So, just a few things that I'd love to hint about. We went through web hosting and maybe some other things in the first video, but today I want to start with what we call a web browser. Yeah, some people don't know what a web browser is, but simply a web browser is just a software that will allow you to access and view web pages. Like now, I'm viewing this kind of website here. There's some website that I'm viewing, and I'm using Chrome as my browser. Yes, I am using Chrome. I have Microsoft Edge here. Some people prefer using maybe Mozilla Firefox. Others would love to use Opera Mini. Yeah, all those are browsers, but their main use is to help us access and view web pages, those browsers. So we shall discuss the concept of browsers and actually that aspect of viewing web browsers in when we talk about responsiveness in websites. Yeah, responsiveness. Actually, as a designer, as a developer, it is very, very important that you have at least three, yeah, three different web browsers that will help you to see the responsiveness of your page. Yeah, it is actually better. You have around three. Maybe you can have Chrome, you can have Firefox, you can have Edge, you can have Safari. If you are, yeah, you try them and you see how will my page be displaying in the different browsers. Yeah, so that is basically what we call a web browser. Then we have what we call a web page, and we are saying a web page is just something small. A web page is an electronic document or a file that maybe has information stored on the web or on the website. You see, it is just a document that has maybe electronic information, but this document is written in a hypertext markup language and it is served on the web. That is basically what we call a web page. That after sitting down, you get your audio, you get your video, you get your text, put them onto a one page. That one is called the web page. Yeah, a web page. And you know what you call the web or www, the web comprises of very many web pages, as we shall see. Yeah, comprises of very many web pages. Then from a web page, you have what you call a website. Now, a website and a web page move hand in hand. And you know, a website is just a collection. It is just a collection of different web pages linked together. Sometimes we say served from a single domain. All those are just blends in the definitions of the different authors. Different people prefer using different definitions. Some people will say, yeah, a collection of electronic documents written in hypertext markup language linked together and served from a single domain. Other people will just use collection of different web pages linked together. Yeah, what we basically mean is that as we are writing, just as we are going to see, we write individual web pages. Yeah, we write individual web pages. Then after writing individual web pages, we link them. That now maybe on this website, I'm on the home page. Yes, when I am on the home page, I can move to the posts, I can move to the sources page, I can move to the about us page. That is what we call linking together. All these were written as individual pages. But then after they were linked together, so that when you are on one page, you can simply migrate to another page. And that is the concept of a website, that is the concept of a web page. Those are the things, yes, we have. Maybe we have a home page. Yeah, home page, sometimes it is called an index page. You know, I'm sure all of you have tried visiting different websites, maybe. Yeah, but whenever you visit a website, there is that page that will come first. Yeah, there is that page that comes first. Maybe you say www.nira. I don't know, maybe nira is .org. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, nira. Maybe you go to the nira website, and when you go to the NERA website, there is that first page that will always be displayed. That one is what you call the home page or the index page. Yeah, maybe you can go to your school website. There is that page that will be displayed first. Yeah, maybe you can go to the Makerere University page. Yeah, of course, Makerere University page will have that first page that will be displayed. maybe you can go to maybe the UNEB page, the UNEB website. The website will have that very first page that will be displayed. So that is the concept of websites, that is the concept of web pages, and that is the concept of an index page. You know, it is important to know this, because as we develop, we shall see that you have to specify what your home page is, you have to specify what your index page is, etc. Maybe I'll talk about the text editors. Yeah, I'll talk about the text editors, and the text editors are just these simple programs that we're going to be using to write our code, to write and edit code. Those are just, some people prefer calling them web authorizing software, but they're a bit different. Yeah, I prefer using the plain text editors. However, there are also web authorizing software which almost do the same. So these are text editors for our course. Yeah, we shall handle something small with Notepad. This is Notepad++. Something simple that I actually started using. It was my very first text editor that I used when I was trying to learn web designing. It is something that I used first. But then after we shall advance into the Visual Studio Code. I find it easier. I find it nice with variety of languages and with the variety of debugging options. So it is far better than the Notepad++. But we shall all see them. These are text editors. They're the ones that we're going to use to write our code. Yeah, we shall start with Notepad, maybe Notepad for something small. Then after we shall go into the Visual Studio Code. Alright, so I think that is all we need to see. That is all we need to say about web designing. I'll introduce you to HTML now. Yeah, allow me to introduce you to HTML. However, don't forget to subscribe, follow, like, and comment on our YouTube channel, on our YouTube page. Please like. Yeah, and don't hesitate to referring other people to the same videos. Also, if you find them of importance, please refer your colleagues, refer the other people to come and also watch. Yeah, because all together we are trying to bridge the digital gap, and we are trying to equip our people with these skills. All right. So HTML, in our course we are saying we are learning the basics of web designing using HTML, CSS, and WordPress. Yeah, HTML and CSS are not so much classified under programming languages. Yeah, you may call them or you may not. But the basic term that we use, sometimes we call them script languages. Yeah, script languages, just because they are so much into websites. Yeah, into websites. So we don't classify them so much as the high level programming languages or whatever. So, what is HTML? HTML simply stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Hypertext Markup Language. That is HTML. And HTML is a structuring language of websites. It is like the foundation. It is a structuring language. It is not that gives structure to your website. It is not that gives structure to your web page. That is why HTML is very important. That even if you want to embed very many other languages, maybe the JavaScript, maybe the CSS, we always start with the HTML, and that is why I felt it wise that even before we dive into WordPress and whatever, it is better we have at least a hint on HTML. However, we shall try to discuss details about it. So that is our HTML. HTML is Hypertext Markup Language, and it is a language that basically stands for, or that basically helps us to structure our web pages. Some brief maybe background about HTML. HTML, the very first version of HTML was written by a team under the leadership of Tim Berners-Lee. Yeah, Tim Berners-Lee is some Scottish man. That is why sometimes he's even referred to as the father of the internet. Yeah, because his team first developed the HTTP, the Hypertext Transfer Protocol, which websites use and web pages. Then after they developed the first version of HTML that we have now. So this Tim Berners-Lee, that was in around 1991. Yeah, around 1991, and he used to work for Sun Research, whatever. Yeah, that is Tim Berners-Lee. Then after, different versions went on evolving. I'll use the phones that most of you know. Like maybe you have Android 4, Android 5, Android 7, maybe Android 8, Android 13. You see, different versions of Android keep on coming. And you know, we always expect that in software development and computing generally, every time you develop a later version, at least it must be better than the older one. Every time you develop something new, it must be better than the old one. It is really absurd if you develop something and you say this is our latest version and it is actually very bogus considered to the previous ones. So that is HTML. It went into different versions, but maybe one thing I should bring clear to you is that the first version of HTML, the very first, had around 18 HTML tags. We are going to see what HTML tags are, but it had around 18. But then the latest versions are supporting around 140 HTML tags. They have very many colors, etc. etc. So that is it. We have very many versions. We have HTML 1.0, we have HTML 2.0, we have HTML maybe 4, we have HTML XHTML, we have HTML5. Yeah, there are very many versions. HTML 3.0, there are quite many. But I think the most widely used was HTML 4.01. Yeah, that was the most commonly used, and now I think the latest is HTML5, and we shall be focusing maybe so much onto that. So that is basically the brief history of our HTML. It is I think what we have so much in brief. So in our next video, we are actually going to be starting or handling how to create a web page using a text editor. How we start writing it, we shall discuss maybe how to save and many more. Yeah, we shall look at them. So today, before I let you off, I would like to handle something little about the structure of a web page. Yes, I'm going to open my Word. I'm going to open my Microsoft Office Word, and I'll take you through the structure of a web page. As you design your web page, you must have a structure for it. Yeah, as you design it, you must at least have a structure for your web page. So this is what we have. I drafted this thing here because it was helping us. You know, simply as it appears on my screen, I don't know whether it is very visible for all of you, but as it appears on my screen, that is the basic structure, the basic layout of a web page. Yes, of course, we shall see when we start writing code, the web page must start with the HTML tags. And these are the ones that we call tags. We shall discuss more about them maybe tomorrow. Yeah, but these are the ones we call tags, and this is basically how they are arranged. They are into those kind of symbols, those kind of brackets, and those are the HTML tags. And you know, our web page has something like it has something like two major sections. All right, we may classify them into three because we have the head, we have the body section, and then we can have the envelope. The one that has HTML, we can call it the envelope. But the major two are the head and the body sections. So we shall discuss more in writing code, but maybe to explain them here. The head section has or is written into the head tag. Yes, we shall understand tags and how to write them, what is the use of tags, etc. etc. But you know, the HTML or the head section, its HTML tag is head still. So, but instead, I don't mean that in this head section we write maybe the addresses or we write what. No. In the head section, we basically write technical information about our web page. Sometimes this is all together wrapped into what we call the meta tags. Yeah, the meta tags and whatever. But me, I would like to say that in the head section, we write what we call the technical information about our page. That is where we have the meta tags, that is where we have the styles, that is where we have the title, etc. etc. Yeah, the character setting or the character set, etc. etc. Then in the body section, is where we write each and every other thing that we want to appear on our web page. Quote me right. In the head section, we put technical information about our page. But in the body section is where we put each and every other thing that we want to be displayed on our web page. If you have an image, you have an image, maybe a video, you have an audio, you have some text, some paragraph that you want to appear on your web page, you must write it inside the body section. So that is the basic structure of the web page. We shall understand it more when we create and save web pages and when we start writing code. All right. Hope this has been very interesting to you. I'm going to, I expect that by tomorrow, when we maybe handle this, or in our next video that we're going to handle this, I expect at least everyone to have either Visual Studio Code or Notepad++. Yes, I'm going to share the links in the description, the links from where you can download the maybe Notepad++ and the Visual Studio Code. You can download them and install them locally on your computer such that we work together in our next video. All right, I am very happy that you guys have watched this video. I wish, or I hope everything is moving on well, and I pray that we continue and finish this course very well. Thank you. It is Lawrence, Lowry Computer Center. Stay safe, stay blessed, and